In nutshell, I'll tell you that pre-operative, intraoperative and post-operative. So, ఏమంది పేషెంట్ వస్తాడు హాస్పిటల్కి, సో ఫర్ సర్జరీ. ఓకే, పేషెంట్ హాస్పిటల్కి అడ్మిట్ అవుతాడు సర్జరీకి. సో ఆ టైం నుంచి, అడ్మిషన్ టైం నుంచి అంటిల్ హీ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ టు ద ఆపరేషన్ థియేటర్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ప్రీ-ఆపరేటివ్. ఆ ఆపరేషన్ థియేటర్లో ఉన్నంతసేపు ఆ మొత్తం పీరియడ్ని ఇంట్రా ఆపరేటివ్ పీరియడ్ అంటాం. సో సర్జరీ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ద పేషెంట్ హ్యాస్ షిఫ్టెడ్ టు ద వార్డ్, అnesthetic care unit, and after that he will be sending to the ward until he recover, until he discharge from the hospital. It is called as post operative phase. Okay, so not only that, it also includes the follow up also. So ఒకసారి సర్జరీ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ వదిలేయలేం కదా, అగైన్ దే విల్ బి కాలింగ్ ఫర్ follow up after 3 days, after 5 days, how they have to see the surgical wound area. So that's why the follow up care also included in the post operative phase. Is it understand or not? So if you are not understanding, again you just see the video. If any doubts are there, ask me. I'll again clearly explain you in another video. Okay, now see, every time we are, now you have got an idea that what is perioperative nursing, isn't it or not? Or who is perioperative nurse? So the nurse giving care to the patient undergoing surgery. So before surgery, during surgery and after surgery. So what is the responsibilities of perioperative nurse? It's not a సింపుల్ థింగ్. అన్ని నర్సెస్ లాగా మామూలుగా డిసీజ్ కండిషన్లో ఇచ్చే కేర్ లా కాకుండా సమ్ స్పెషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ షుడ్ బి దేర్ ఫర్ సర్జికల్ నర్స్. వై? బికాస్ దే ఆర్ డీలింగ్ విత్ ద లైఫ్స్, isn't it? Surgeries is nothing. Sometimes the surgeries may be risk for the danger for the patient life. So that the nurse is dealing with the life of the patient and more risk ఉన్న వాళ్ళతో ఎక్కువ డీల్ చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి the nurse has to have more responsibilities. So what are the responsibilities of perioperative nurse especially? So the first thing is she should give care to the clients who are in dependency. See, surgical clients, surgery means there'll be, first thing is, if you got simple problem and we will be taking the medicine, isn't it? And if another serious thing ante, we'll be go to the hospital and admitted and we'll take the treatment through IV, isn't it? First of all, we'll take tablets in the home. If it is not going, we'll go to the hospital. If after in the hospital, they'll be putting IV and they'll be giving the medicines, and finally only they'll be go for the, if any serious only, they'll be going for the surgical procedure, isn't it? So surgery is not that means the patients are in dependency state. They can't do their work and they can't do their daily activities also. So the nurse has to give complete care to the patient who are in dependency. And next thing is, she should be give continuity of the care. For example, so she is in the ward. For example, I'll take you, so pre-operative, that means before surgery, ward nurse will be there. So the nurse, after sending, so patient వెళ్ళిపోయాడు, అమ్మయ్య ఓకే, మై థింగ్ ఈజ్ ఓకే, ఫినిష్డ్, అక్కడ ఆ నర్స్ చూసుకుంటుంది. సో అక్కడ ఓటీ నర్స్ చూసుకుంటుంది, పిఎస్యూ నర్స్ యూ షుడ్ నాట్ బి లైక్ దట్. యాజ్ ఏ పెరిఆపరేటివ్ నర్స్ పర్సన్, you have to be follow up the care. That is our main theme, isn't it? So the nurse has to give care in 3 aspects. Even she is not there also, how the condition of the patient, she should collect the information, how he is in the operation theater, how the health condition of the patient after the surgery, how the patient health condition. So she should be in a continuous care. Sorry. Now next thing, and also first of all, she should have the knowledge regarding the surgery, isn't it or not? The main responsibility of the nurse is, first she should have the sufficient enough knowledge, so that only she can nicely plan care to the patient. And also she should clear the doubts of the patient and the family members, isn't it or not? మనకు తెలిస్తేనే మనం చెప్పగలుగుతాం. So first of all, the nurse has to know about the clear information about the surgical procedure, risk and care of after the surgical procedure. Then only she should tell to other people. And next thing is, Not only this, she should be, I told you already. So see, nowadays we are developing day by day. So we are having so many sophisticated instruments in the hospital, not only in the hospital, in the homes also, isn't it? We are seeing new instruments, we are seeing new technology in our homes or in anywhere. So the nurse has to adapt it. అయ్యో ఇది నాకు తెలియదే, ఇది ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది కొత్తది. ద నర్స్ షుడ్ నాట్ థింక్ లైక్ దట్. ఆల్వేస్ ద నర్స్ షుడ్ బి ఇన్ ఏ she should be like a reader, continuous reader. She should gain knowledge. So okay, but this is a new thing, okay, she should gain all the knowledge and the regarding the technology that is coming nowadays. Okay, that is the main thing. Why? Because see, so many new drugs are coming, isn't it? So many new drugs, and also so many new ventilators are also coming. So if we know the operating, a nurse know the operating the ventilator only, the new ventilator, then if anything happened immediately for the patient, then the nurse can correct it. Otherwise no, it will be risk for the ఒక డాక్టరే వచ్చి పెట్టాలి అంతసేపు నేను వెయిట్ చేయాలి అంటే it will be risk for the patient life. So the nurse has to know about the new technology, new drugs, and new changes in the hospital protocols also. That is a main objectives as a peri-operative nurse. And one more thing, I'll be closing this one. Classification of surgeries. So we have so many types of surgeries. Okay, what is surgery? I already told you, surgery is a operation. It is a procedure done to the patient or done to the client body, okay, with the help of instruments, to regain its normal function. That is a surgery. Now we'll be coming to the classification of surgery. So types of surgery, nothing but types of surgery. Any types of surgeries untai. The first type, it will be, see, if you see like this, clearly you can see. Don't worry, I'll be send you this paper also. So we have here three types. So degree of risk, degree of urgency, and purpose of surgery done. So first thing is degree of risk. Risk means danger. Okay, so degree enta varaku danger undi, dan batti we can be calculating the surgery into two types: major surgeries and minor surgeries. Okay, we'll be discussing later clearly. So first of all, risk ante danger ni batti manaki two types of surgeries unnai, major or minor. And next thing is urgency, degree of urgency, ఎంత నీడ్ ఉంది. సో ఆ నీడ్లో మనకి ఏమేమి వస్తాయి అంటే ఎలెక్టివ్, ఆప్షనల్, రిక్వైర్డ్, అర్జెంట్ అండ్ ఎమర్జెంట్. Better to take running notes so that you will be able to easily understand what I am telling. Okay, so the surgery is classified under three sections. The first section is based upon the risk, based upon the danger. So it is two types. Based upon the danger, the surgery is two types: major surgery and minor surgery. And next thing is degree of urgency. That means ఎంత అర్జెంట్, హౌ మచ్ నీడ్, ఓకే, ఎంత నీడ్ ఉంది దాని ప్రకారం చూసుకుంటే దాంట్లో వీ హ్యావ్ 1 2 3 4 5 థింగ్స్: ఆప్షనల్, ఎలెక్టివ్, రిక్వైర్డ్, అర్జెంట్ అండ్ ఎమర్జెంట్. Okay, I'll give you detailed explanation also, don't worry. And final thing is purpose of surgery done. So in this purpose of surgery, purpose means uses, using of ఎందుకు చేయాలి సర్జరీ అనేది దాని ఆ కేటగిరీలో వచ్చేవన్నీ. ద ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ డయాగ్నోసిస్, ఒక యూజ్ కోసం చేస్తాం అంతే. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ ఏ ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫర్ ద డిసీజ్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ ఏ problematic situations. Okay, just for use, ఒక యూజ్ అవుతుంది పేషెంట్కి అంటే మనం ఈ సర్జరీస్ చేస్తాం. నాట్ ఇన్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద రిస్క్, హెల్త్కి రిస్క్ సంబంధం లేకుండా జస్ట్ ఫర్ యూజింగ్. ఓకే, మీకు అది లేటర్ యూ విల్ బి నోయింగ్ దట్. ద ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ డయాగ్నోసిస్, అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ క్యూరేటివ్, నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ రిస్టోరేటివ్, పాలియేటివ్, aesthetic care, preventive, preconstructive, and transformative and exploratory. I'll be telling again. So purpose of surgery done, ee dantlo inni classifications unnai malli again. So the first thing is diagnosis, and next thing is curative, restorative, palliative, aesthetic, preventive, reconstructive, transformative and exploratory. Okay, we'll be discussing one by one now. So what is according to the degree of risk? I told you major and minor. So yeah, what is major surgery? What is major surgery? You all know you'll have some idea, no? Major surgery. That means it is a big surgery. So it requires hospitalization. It is risky. Major means you are know it is something it is telling you that the risk, isn't it? Peddadi. Major means peddadi. So nothing but the surgery is a big one where the patient should be in the hospital for long time, and also the surgery should be done in a more time, okay, prolonged time, and also it involves the body organs, major body organs, and risk of the patient will be more for major surgeries. For example, heart surgeries, isn't it or not? Open heart surgery or any heart surgeries they will become. And also regarding jejunostomy, you know jejunostomy, jejunum, gastro, so intestines. So for intestinal problems also there will be for example, if any cancer is there in the intestine, they will be cutting that part and they will be rejoining it. So that is a major surgery that will be doing. So that all type of surgeries, big long procedure surgeries will comes under the major surgery. And what are the minor surgeries? Minor, simple, okay, little. So the patient the patient doesn't require hospitalization. So 1 day surgery or 2 day surgery, and simple procedure, minimum risk will be there, and usually done in the OPDs also, usually done in the outpatient department sectors or in small clinics also they will be doing that surgery, and they will be sending the patient on the same day or the next day. Examples ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? tonsillectomy, so they will be doing that day only, and they will be sending the patient that day only. And one more example, removal of mass, if anything, for example keloids. What are keloids? Extra growth of the muscle, okay. For some people they will be having the muscle masses in their body, mostly in the ear and here, and also in the forehead area, so extra masses. So in the OPD then only they will be cutting that masses, and they will be doing a minor surgeries. That is two types of surgeries, major and the minor, according to the risk, okay. Risk, danger, ఒకటి ఎక్కువ డేంజర్ ఉండాలి, ఒకటి ఎక్కువ డేంజర్ లేదు. Now coming to second classification, degree of urgency. Urgent అంటే what is urgent? Urgent is nothing but whether ఎంత టైం ఉందా లేదా, based upon this. If surgery ఇప్పుడు చేసేయాలా, how much it needs. Urgent is nothing but need, okay. ఎంత need ఉంది. So this need related to the patient, family members, and also surgical team, okay. ఇప్పుడు సర్జరీ చేయాలి అని చెప్తారు, కానీ వెంటనే చేయాలని చెప్పక్కర్లేదు అనమాట. సో ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్, బికాస్ సర్జరీ అనగానే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద పేషెంట్ హ్యాస్ టు బి enough, the patient has to have good courage to underwent the surgery and to prepare. The patient should take time for preparation, and also the family has to see about regarding the money also, and also the doctors, because they will be having so many surgeries daily. The doctors team also should be ready to do the surgery. So in these three aspects we will be doing this degree of urgency, okay. ఈ ముగ్గురికి ఓకే అయితేనే they will be plan the surgery. And first thing is we will having the classification here also: optional, elective, required, urgent, and emergent, okay. So optional, what is optional? Optional surgeries, you all know optional ante, see, you will go for counseling, for example counseling వెళ్ళారు అందరూ, isn't it or not? So counseling లో ఏం చేస్తారు, you will be taking two to three colleges, isn't it? ఇది కాకపోతే అది ఆప్షనల్, తీసుకుంటే తీసుకో, లేకపోతే లేదు, isn't it or not? Same thing here also, చేపించుకుంటే మంచిది, if it is not also nothing will happen. So like that optional, so you can go for surgery, or if you are not going also nothing will be happen to you. For example vasectomy or tubectomy, you all know that. So if you are not going for vasectomy also nothing will happen. If you are not going for tubectomy also, only the fertility problem will be there, that's okay, but the risk of the health should not be there. And coming to the elective surgery, so elective surgery also simple thing. So it is the surgery mostly conformed to the convenience of the patient. For example, so I am having thyroid, so the continuously I am having a thyroid problems, so the doctors has told me that it's better to go for thyroidectomy. So if it is my wish, it is my convenient, if I am okay, if I am convenient to go, then I will go for the surgery. Otherwise I will be with that problems only, I will be taking the medication and I will be leading my life without any risk to my life. Okay, that is called elective surgery. Elective అంటే I will be selection I will be select the surgery time and I will go for the surgery. That is example thyroidectomy. And next thing